Hi guys, Tin Spence here again. I think everything has advantages and disadvantages. Everything. And I mean everything. However positive it might be. Like let's say for example, you're really nice. Being nice is it's a very positive thing, right? But there's disadvantages to it. Like for example, people can take advantage of you. No matter how bad something is or something seems to be, I think there will always be an advantage to that. And all we have to do is try to find those advantages. I am tiny. I'm not even sure if I'm 4'11 and a half or 4'10 and a half because all my life I've always known that I'm 4'11 and a half. But recently, some measurements shown that I'm 4'10 and a half, which to be honest, I don't really know if I'll believe because I'm not sure if that tape measure is like from China, from like a dodgy manufacturer or something. So it's still under investigation, okay, my actual height at the moment, but I am tiny. Other people say this, okay, one of the advantages of being small like me, tiny, I can make anything look big. I'm thinking maybe that's why I seem to attract more men than women, and I'm bisexual, so maybe is that one of the reasons why? If I make things look big, that's an advantage for men, not so much for women. There are a lot of disadvantages for being short. I can't reach the operating lights or the top shelves of my fridge or my cupboards, which there's a way around it, you know. All I have to do is put the stuff that I don't normally use, like a top shelf. For example, my spices and stuff that I normally use, I'll put here. The spices that maybe only sometimes I will use, I put there. But then the stuff that is only occasional, like those are only used for summer, so I put at the top. I rarely use the top shelf of my fridge. And you know, my brother is a chef. He would tell me off of the way I arrange my fridge because he's like, oh, the raw stuff need to be at the bottom so they don't contaminate, blah blah blah. The ready-made stuff need to be at the top shelf. The ready-made stuff at the top shelf, are you kidding me? That is not going to work with me because I won't ever reach it. Okay, so my fridge is arranged in a convenient way for me. Like I still follow his advice about like raw stuff. I still use the bottom drawer, one of the bottom drawers for the raw stuff. But the rest of my fridge, it's according to what I can reach and what I would need more of them. Okay, fine, I can't reach the tight cupboards. You may get bullied, you know, growing up, but then they're bullies. They will always find something to bully you with. It's not your fault whatever qualities you have, and you don't have to be bullied for it. I can reach the floor better. Yeah, that's my turf. I don't have far to fall. I'm right here. When everyone has to watch their shins, I have to watch my chin. I'm a target for small people jokes at work. When COVID happened, one of my colleagues was like, you don't even have to wear PPE because you're so far down everyone's breathing level that by the time COVID gets to you, this already done. To me. It's actually kind of fun, short people jokes. I'm actually scared of heights. Someone told me, is that why you stopped growing? Okay, so I'm traveling soon, right? So I'm going to leave. I'm so excited. And it's gonna be tomorrow, like early morning tomorrow. I just had to quickly do this video now. In traveling, oh my gosh, there's a lot of advantages for being tiny. First of all, the legroom. I'll be more comfortable than all you tall people out there. My economy seat, I can actually use it as a bed. Seriously, I can do a lot of different positions, like on my side, on my sides, laying back down. Packing stuff. My clothes are tiny as well, so literally fold up a t-shirt and put it in my pocket. I can fit a lot more of my clothes into a tiny little space. I'm getting like this really cheap flight. You don't really have much allowance for, and I don't really want to pay for anything extra, for like the extra baggage allowance and stuff, because what, it has like 64 pounds or something for the flight, like 30 for the flight there, flight back another 30, and that's like 60 pounds more, which is like, I don't really want to pay for that. I'll just be there for a week. Why do I need that much space? You know, on your phone, yeah, when you're typing, see my tiny little finger? You know how when you find it difficult to like press which letter you want to press, because sometimes you even need a pen? Well, my finger is basically using a pen. Watch, look at this tiny glass. And look at my hand with a brush. My hand can fit right through to the edge. See? I don't need a bustle brush. There's a lot of other places where you need like tiny hands to fit through, like the back of the bed, you know, underneath the couch. I can fit through that. The only problem sometimes is that my arm is not long enough. Also, if I don't have like makeup on, most people think I'm a child, which has a lot of advantages actually. Like when people knock on my door, you know how some people, they would just randomly knock on your door and like try to sell you stuff or like preach to you or something. They have to make sure they're talking to someone who's an adult. Sometimes when I open the door, they'll be like, "Are your parents home?" And I'll just be like, "No, sorry." And then shut the door. That's the end of it. I don't get disturbed that much. I used to work in a nursing home, yeah. And there's this lady, oh god. She was my favorite. I got really heartbroken when she passed away, because I think I got really attached. You can't help it. When you're working in a nursing home, the residents that you're working with actually live there. So, you know, you see them every day and you're with them every day. And, you know, you can't help but feel some sort of attachment, even though you're not allowed to or that you're not meant to. It's like something that just happens naturally. This woman, she swears at everyone. Everyone don't want to work with her because of the amount of verbal abuse that they get from her. I heard them talking and they were like, yeah, she swears like that, and she never swears at me, you know? So then I was like, oh, she doesn't swear at me. And you know what? We found out. She said, "Where's that little girl?" She was looking for me one time. She's like, "Where's that little girl? I want her to be the one." And so we realized in the end that the reason why she doesn't swear at me is because she thought I was underage. So she was trying to keep it PG for me. I get to avoid verbal abuse from old people because they think I'm a child. Well, I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. I'm an Ninja without a name. Don't fall in love.